Blade Master here, going to be bringing you yet another Total War Warhammer online battle. This is a quick battle that I fought against someone called Kuroi Tora, which, if my basement dwelling weed knowledge doesn't fail me, I believe means something like black book. I'm not sure. Kuroi is black. My years of anime watching have taught me that. But does Tora mean black? Is that a hint at Bible black? Don't know. Mysteries abound. And it is a mystery as to who is going to win this battle. It's Greenskins taken by yours truly versus Empire, as we can see from Karl Franz there hovering majestically over the rest of his army. It's a cool Empire army brought by... hold on. So yes, cool Empire army, a couple of crossbowmen, let's slow this down, a couple of crossbowmen, a total of 4 spearmen with shields, which gives them good missile block, I believe. No, it doesn't give them any missile block, actually. No, decent missile block, 30% I think. A couple of great swords, a halberdier on the right, 2 mortars, Karl Franz of course, and 2 demigriffs with halberds. On the other hand, I brought 2 Orc-boy Biggins on my left, on my right, 2 Orc-boy Biggins on my left, and he's also got a Pistoliers unit over there, which is quite a nuisance. He Vanguard deployed it, and I initially tried to chase it with my Orc-boy Biggins, but I realized that's a fool's errand. So I've got a lot of infantry instead, so I'm going to just send one of my Orc-boys instead, the cheap ones. And I've got Orc-boy Biggins, Savage Orc-boy Biggins on the flanks, and I've got a main line of like 4 regular Orc-boys. So let's go ahead and see how this army does. I've also got, of course, a Giant and an Orc Shaman and a Night Goblin Shaman as my general. Now, the Orc-boy Biggins are going to charge into the Demigriff Knights with halberds. That is going to lead them to get completely destroyed. I've dropped Foot of Gork onto the crossbowmen and some of the spearmen with shields. Hasn't done too much damage at all considering the mana cost. I really should have known better than to use whatever it's called, Foot of Gork. Orc Biggins, though, coming in to help support a bit too late because the Demigriff Knights just clobber through these guys in a matter of seconds, keeping my Giant on the flanks away from the crossbowmen's fire. And I'm trying to coordinate a attack from 3 sides. I'm moving in with my Orc Boy Biggins because he doesn't have any cavalry on one flank, which makes it much easier for me to try and charge into his crossbowmen and surround him with my cavalry force. And I'm also bringing in my Savage Orc Biggins and my Orc Biggins. I almost charged into the front of his halberdiers and his spearmen with shields. Lost some units, some HP, but for the most part I'm okay. Pulled them back, and now my Orc boys are going to charge into spearmen with shields, where he should have sent his great swords instead. But the great swords are going to charge up against my Orc boys, and Savage Orcs going to move around, and so are Orc Biggins and Savage Orc Biggins, while my Night Goblin Shaman stays far away, and my Orc boys chase away the Pistoliers. My Orc Boy Biggins have come back from routing, but they're all the way at the back, and my Orc Boy Biggins might just charge into the rear of what it looks like crossbowmen, while Demigriff Knights follow suit very, very quickly. My Giant has entered into combat, and it's an epic battle between Karl Franz and the Giant. Karl Franz will do an amazing amount of damage, but so will the Giant. The Giant is a very good unit. Look out for... Actually, I've already posted my unit review on the Giant, and Kuroi Tora is losing a lot of HP on Karl Franz. I haven't used any spells, any direct damage spells on him. Orc Biggins going to fight up against like 3 units, 2 swords, 2 spearmen, 1 great swords, and the great swords are engaged with the Savage Orcs also. And just pockets of engagements here going on. My cavalry have, for the most part, done okay considering they fought up against Demigriff Knights. But the 2 that managed to rear charge some of the units, they did pretty well and led to a lot of units routing. So the spearmen with shields, I just need to do this. Boom, boom. Spearmen with shields are not doing too well, but the Giant has routed, but Karl Franz has lost a ton of HP in the process. And he's just going to make sure my Giant stays down there. I think I'm dropping... Yeah, he's dropped a Flaming Sword of Ruin with his Light Wizard, who's currently not engaged, but he is now fighting against my Savage Orc Biggins, who have done a shit ton of damage, actually 71 kills. And looks like he's dropping another Hex? No, that's it. That's the one that it just got over. Now, Karl Franz, on the other hand, is now destroying my Orc Shaman. He's dealing a shit ton of damage to all of my high priority units. And the Orc Shaman has fuck no to that and gets out of there. He's routing. My Night Goblin Shaman is fine, though. He probably should have targeted my Night Goblin Shaman. But my Shaman is protected by a lot of units, and they're just surrounding the Great Swords and hammering away at them. So the Savage Orc begins, rear charged, I think, or killed off the Light Wizard. Oh, that's the one over there. This one has also done well, 71 kills for it. I honestly kind of underestimated the Savage Orc, any of the Savage Orc variants. Their lack of armor means that they will get slaughtered very, very quickly, in my opinion. But they seem to have done pretty well in this battle. They're chasing away some of the crossbowmen, and now they're going to attack the spearmen with shields, and this is a battle that they're going to relish. So the Savage Orc, ooh, goddamn, they look so beautiful. I haven't really taken the time to enjoy the unit models because battles take so much time. It takes so little time here. But this Savage Orc Begin charge should be pretty epic. If only I was able to get into a better unit, get right up into the action. Meanwhile, Karl Franz is taking a lot of damage from magic missiles there from my Night Goblin Shaman. But my Night Goblin Shaman is completely unprotected, so he's going to run his scrawny ass back into protection. I've got my Orc Boar Boy Biggins to help support, and he just, wow, Karl Franz just clobbers the Night Goblin Shaman. But my Orc Boar Boy Biggins should charge in, but he's using Blood Roar, which reduces their leadership, along with his terror means that he's going to lose a lot of, or these guys are going to lose a lot of their leadership. But it seems that one charge did a lot of damage, or maybe it was a magic missile that I used. For the most part, though, my main line has managed to clinch victory. The Savage Orc Biggins seem to have done really, really well. 112 kills with these guys. They're fighting up toe-to-toe against Great Swords, and now some Orc Boys have come back from routing, and they'll help support these guys. The War Paint on the Savage Orc Biggins should help out the Orc Boys, especially when they manage to get a rear charge in. So they'll actually they'll almost punch above their weight class, and that's a rarity for Orc Boys. So getting good numbers of kills on Spearmen with shields. The Great Swords are not going to last very long. Karl Franz is just about dead. This last charge from the Orc Boar Boy Biggins should be able to dispatch him. And he's wavering. He's just about had enough. And these Orc Boar Boy Biggins, actually 21 units left. Huh. Pretty well done. So close victory. This was a really fun match in Total War Warhammer. Big victory for me, and super close battle. The Savage Orc Biggins did so well. I did not expect them to do this well. Maybe I should start taking them start taking more of them in my battles. This one, Orc Boar Boy Biggin, actually did pretty well. I think it got some high value kills, maybe on the Light Wizard or something like that. I think, yeah, or the Bright Wizard in this case. Demigryph Knights were definitely not used very well. These guys will easily rack up double XP chevrons, especially against the Greenskins. But on the other hand, my Giant, I didn't really use him very well. But on the other hand, he did inflict a lot of HP on General of the Empire. It wasn't even Karl Franz, never mind. They all looked the same. The Orc Boys, they're cannon fodder. They were decent cannon fodder. Pistoliers, of course, did decent, but I mean, this game it goes away so quickly, so there's really no point in using Missile Cavalry or bringing them for that matter. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and stay tuned for more. Peace.